So, OBS did a funny on me. Again. And did not send this to live. So I am very sorry about that. It should be captured in the VOD. But yeah, that's... hopefully, I'm just gonna edit down the footage. Everything on my end was saying I was live. I was a fool to trust it, but we finished, unfortunately, apparently completely off camera, I finished the, what was in here. We finished the mortar, killed the, mine suckers, but now I have something that has brought even more questions to me. And that is when I press tab, while going around and trying to figure things out, this fish got infected. And purely for science, I let it spread to the whole cargo hold. I actually filled the whole cargo hold just to let it spread. And so I do not know why OBS is doing what it's been doing with the whole not wanting to go live. I am gonna definitely, yeah, see, it does that. But I don't know why that's not working. I'm definitely gonna be messing with that. Last time was my fault. I clicked something I shouldn't have, and I was able to address it pretty quickly. I don't know why this time it just pretty much plain out refused to go live. So I am definitely going to be looking into and addressing that, because that is quite annoying. Okay, so I guess it just makes them worth less. I also got this. The tendon rod. Mechanisms of brutality bound to 3 gouging flaying hooks. An ungodly fishing device. From a rock. But we also got the shimmering necklace that we can go give to the collector. But first, do I have any more bombs in here? No, so I'm gonna have to buy one. But so the problem, actually, she sells bombs. I found where the the Goliath tigerfish is. That's my storage. I do want to definitely sort out this issue that I'm having with OBS, because that's, I mean, more of just on my end. Like, I believe it or not, I have put quite a bit of time into my end trying to make this all work relatively smoothly. But OBS has pretty much just given me they've pretty much been like, we've got other ideas there, partner. We for one believe you should not be live, but you can stream, but you're not live per se. Which on my end, when everything is telling me live, you're broadcasting, I get the message overlay of, hey, streaming to YouTube. I just kind of blindly accepted that as a reality. So unfortunately, for anyone watching live, this will probably seem shorter than usual. I do not mean it to be so, but as of right now, as of me finally getting a notification that, hey, are you gonna stream today? You have everything set up, you've gone over the time. After all of that, now that it's actually live broadcasting, I'm gonna wait on this for a second. What do you call it? I've been pretty much going about this for an hour already. So, but that's enough complaining. Back to the game. Stone trembles before you. Unknown symbols glow from within. So this is different than the last time I went to these. Very different. Place your hand on the stone. A sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arm and your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. A man flees through the trees, bloodshot eyes wide with terror. He runs into a dead end cornered by the murky water and his pursuers. He turns. A wooden spear flies, and it finds its mark. What is that supposed to mean? So that's talking about the airman. Him and his wooden spears. That's the other nice thing about this place. It's got really cool things that it does to make it so I can't go the way I want to go. Yeah, the Goliath tigerfish is down in this little alcove. There's another rock around here that I assume I'll find, but I need to buy bombs. And go and fish that Goliath tigerfish. Because A, it's going to be worth a whole heap of money. And B, I can get that, I can finally scratch that off, and then I'm kind of done with this place. Look at those damn birds. The other thing, I guess I can show this again, because why not? Oh, I guess I have a book. The messages, we got this one. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon. And our first day proper. Or wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. It's down here, right? Where was it? Here it is, the tattered receipt. Goldsmith and Son, number 27. Little Marrow, December 22nd, 1926. So this is before all these letters. Sum of $50.00 in exchange for 1 silver necklace with emeralds on silver mounting. Additional notes. Received a further $3 for a custom engraving on the reverse of the mounting. Customer to return tomorrow, December 23rd, for collection. Engraving is to be as follows. For J, my shining star. Then, we got this letter, which is an unalivement note, is all I can assume it to be. It feels like years since I've been warm. I do not expect him to write. I just need to know that he thinks of me from time to time. The next few lines have been smudged out. He must return. More angry smudging follows. I have written him another letter. This will be my last one. So, I assume, in keeping up with all the other letters, this appears to be the married woman. Like all these other ones. Because it's in the line of that, and isn't something like these. The Fisherman's Note, the Tattered Receipt, or the Artifact Manifest. It's a note. So, I assume it to be her final message to her husband. Whatever happened between them. Because the last note we got from her, she was talking about how after they pulled up that chest, there's a foggy aura in her mind. Oh wait, no, it's in the ship here. But she's talking about how there's a foggy aura in her mind. We also unlocked bait, which you can dump off the boat to get to catch fish. You pretty much summon a low stock of fish wherever you dump it. But pretty much I don't know what happened. I don't know if we'll get any more notes that'll flesh that whole situation out any better than we already have it. But over here is right there. There's the tiger. So we'll use the explosives and destroy that. And now we can catch this massive fish and collect the bounty. Disturbed water. Goliath tigerfish. Fearsomely predatory, this gigantic fish is also one of the most aggressive. Its teeth are so large they could punch holes through the opposing jaw. And then what is this? A valuable of some sort. Might as well dredge it up on here. An emerald ring. But, in reference to that note, when we get back to turn in this, or to sell the fish and turn in the fact that we found it, the necklace, so now that I've been looking into it more, the necklace and all that kind of stuff all seems to be the wife's. Just by reading the letters and stuff. Because all of the letters talk about how she, like the pendant that we gave him, or was it the music box? One of those two where it was talking about how the wedding ring had all the gems and around it entirely, and that matched the description that was given of the ring the artifact ring that we got. And when she talks about, or when that talks about the necklace to be engraved and everything, it matches this. A large ornate necklace, ivory teardrops flank the central setting, an emerald trapped by 4 cresting waves. So, I assume it... Now, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that these are all the woman's objects, which I don't know why... There's no link to why those would be the thing that we're collecting, if that makes any sense. Oh, I already used them all. But there's no link in my mind that I can make to why we're giving the collector, or the collector's so hell-bent on getting these items from the woman. Yeah, that's a nice chunk of change. So we're almost at $2,000. So we're sitting pretty high and mighty when it comes to cash. And now I can tell her where I found it. Rare fish. I found the Goliath tigerfish. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. Absolutely. I'm gonna unlock a jet engine. I'm gonna be zooming. Yeah, 52.5 knots. And I believe I can actually fit that on my boat. That's the wrong place. But I also assume it's going to be hella expensive. Actually, not that bad. So I can sell those. Or actually, I probably shouldn't have sold those. Install that. Go into my storage. Cargo, and then put that on. So now, I should be able to absolutely zoom. Because now we've got 78 knots. Like, we're hauling now. Yeah, we're grooving and moving. Probably turn my lights on. But, yeah, as you can see, we killed the mine suckers. And then we also got him his final dog tags, and he rewarded me with, he would make bait for me anytime. But now, I think, actually no, we can read that the other rune stone that's in here. I think it's up over here. But after that, I think I can teleport back to Blackstone Isle and give him that necklace and call it a day. Or not really call it a day, but head up to, I assume, the Devil's Spine or whatever they call it. Okay, so it doesn't respond to my touch. Strange. Well, I can at least head back using my magical abilities given to me by this guy. And then we can grab this necklace and give it to him. The ruined mansion. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find. It demands pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scraps on a dusty table, a candle wax pulling at in its corners. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding recompense as well? He once more opens the book, dust pouring from the pages. As he reads aloud, you begin to feel weak, where you're rooted to the spot, knees on the verge of buckling. Atrophy. He finishes speaking. You feel blood rushing back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plain on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark the location on your map, where you can begin your search. Anything else? Now I'm getting some hard-hitting questions. How do you know where these relics are? I largely don't, but I read the seas. I see the swells that give shape to the formless. I hear the waves that whisper secrets to their witnesses. And I speak to the currents that hold a memory of all that they claim. Anything else? The words you read from the book, what they do to me this time. Atrophy. This phrase instantly culls the closest shoal of fish, readying them for swift reaping. It can be heard from the great distance. See, it can be heard from a great distance. You need to be close to your victims. But the population is unlikely to recover from such vile trauma. Use it sparingly. I don't think I want to use that one. Are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course. As human as you are. Anything else? Don't really seem like it, bro. Not to be rude, but you're kind of crazy. You're a bit loony. Alright, let's see how much crab I was able to pull. I'm assuming this thing's gonna be full. Yep. I guess I might as well take this out with me, out to the Devil's Spine. Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay, so something's definitely gonna stop me from going to that center island. There's no way I can just mosey on over. I haven't had much trouble with the seagulls. Yet. Now I probably will. I mean, that's my luck, but... Alright, so I do want to upgrade the boat. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that when I get up there, or if there's... Like, this place over here looks like a nice candidate for wrecked boats. Because I do want to get... I do want to get the boat upgraded before I actually go nuts. Those are eels. This is probably going to be valuables. So I do want to get the boat upgraded before we you know, send off to what is being pretty much represented as, like, the final place. Ooh, there's more of that rock. I want to learn what's going on with those. Because something's up. I thought that was a demon for a moment. What in the world? It's like a Greek amphitheater, or whatever, like a Greek temple over here. That's not something you see every day. What in the world are you? What in the world is this? You undock next to an old rowboat. Somebody is here. He's hunched over by the campfire, muttering to himself. You cautiously approach. Oh my god. The old mayor. Did you throw it back? What? The book! I think you've mistaken me for someone else. I'm not seeing things! It's really you, isn't it? Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire. It was him! Him and his damned wife! They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out, right through the boat. Boom! The man makes a crude explosion noise and motions wide with his hands, still talking to the fire, as though pantomiming a story to a child. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we wouldn't be needing it soon, and then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on the shore, and him still clutching that book. Throw it back, we cried, as the fog rolled ashore. We thought, surely it could still be undone. What book? Silver and crimson. The book, covered in her blood. Not making any sense. Throw it back! The man closes his eyes tight as he holds back tears. His voice falls to a whisper. Please, the lighthouse keeper. She saw. She knows where it came from. Where it will need to go. Tell me more about this book. Silver and crimson. Silver and crimson. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. What do you know about the fog? It cloaks that calamitous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it? What does the lighthouse keeper have to do with this? She saw it all. That ruinous day. Ask her. Beg her.
Tell her I...
He trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. Well, Jesus. Alright. That took a incredibly dark turn. What is this place? Well, he's clearly talking about Mr. Wizard's book. Crimson coated in her blood. Who is her? There's a lot of things I have questions about. Well, howdy there. How are you this fine evening? Not good, I guess. Why is it red? What in the world? Okay, yeah, something's up here. This place ain't normal. Throw it back. Huh. He was yelling at us. And said it. He was clearly talking to us. Like, there's no doubt about it. What is that abhorrent noise? Well, here's a letter. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Not cool. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright. My darling, I have found you at last. When you left, I was scattered to the winds, but now I feel almost whole again. There is just one thing left to do. Throw me back. What? Okay, things have picked up fast. Quite quickly have things gotten... Those things are looking at me. And it's not just because I'm insane. Ghost... Okay, yeah, this place is wrong. This place is abnormal. Ghost shark? Okay, yeah, clearly things have stepped up a bit. What in the world? Okay, so yeah, this place is... I'm effectively in hell. There's no... There's no getting around it. I'm effectively in hell. Armored sea robin. Like, at least up until right now, I was catching normal fish. Or arguably normal fish. What we're catching now is not even, like, relatively normal. I'll still buy fish that aren't totally fresh, but if you got anything turned to rot, I can't pay for anything. What are these? Well, the thing is supposedly here. Okay, that's a lot of wreck. A man meets you as you dock, bracing himself against the wind's spray. Oh, rapturous day, a fresh disciple carried to me atop the waves. Come ashore, weak thing, and rest your weary soul. I am just passing through, you crazy old man. Nonsense! Your arrival is providence from the deep itself. I have been calling, and now you are the answer. The rite of purification is almost at hand, and you are to be my replacement. I'm listening. Your trial begins immediately. Tell me, what does your spirit seek? Happiness? Ha, merely an excuse to halt the search for something greater. Happiness is, by definition, a compromise. And your flesh, what does it crave? The warmth of the sun. And yet it eludes you. Darkness is cast over the rest of your days. Finally, what does the world deserve? Everything? In a way, it deserves all that is washed ashore, freely given from the deep. But no more than that. The trial is concluded. You still have much to learn, but that knowledge will be delivered to you in time. Now your role as my initiate is to act as the herald of the purge, just as I was for the one before me. The nearby spire blazes with eternal fire, and yet the stone hearths of these 3 idols lie barren and void. Retrieve 3 fathomless flames from the crags behind us and ignite the crucibles. Visit the shrines of the deep. I will mark them. They will offer further guidance, but I must provide no more. What? This isn't even, like, fishing anymore. This is genuine madness. When clearly I'm trusting the old mayor. He may be absolutely lunatic, but he's the only one that is talking about the Crimson Book in a way I can understand. In the sense of, we should probably get rid of the book that can give me demonic possession powers. Probably not a great idea to have something that powerful merely lying at someone's beck and call. Let alone whoever the collector is. Because God knows if he has my best interests at heart, truly. In any capacity. So I'm going to choose to trust him. Because that just seems like the right call, and the Collector has been very shady. And quite frankly, this whole... I mean, I'm gonna assume the wife is dead. And something's making these people die. Like, that isn't just something that's happening. Frilled shark. Huh? Guess I'll take one. I guess the only person that has referenced even, like, maybe the most normal things is the actual lunatic that is the old man. Because at least he's like, hey, the demon book should probably be cast away. We get rid of the demon book. And you know what? Even though I've benefited greatly from the demon book, I think it's a great idea to cast it away. Light the statues. Yeah, like... there's clearly something going on here that I'm not being let in on. Like, something here is wrong. The whole, the fish are demons thing is getting a little too literal. Like, I am now being initiated into what is effectively, the way he was talking about that, a doomsday cult. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not really one for doomsday cults. Could use explosives, or I could just ignore these fish. What is that thing screaming? Something... what is that? I saw whatever that was. That was huge. I need to upgrade the boat. Seems I need a lot more wood than pretty much any other material. And then I also need to go sell all this junk I've been collecting. All this stuff. But yeah, the encyclopedia is considered by many to be a living fossil, although technically a shark that swims like an eel and hunting prey with a 300 needle-like teeth, yeah. Wait, what have I caught that's considered exotic? Oh, those are aberrations. Oh, so that I can catch... that's a sunfish. Okay, apparently this is gonna yield one of arguably the worst looking wrapped shark, a grinning maw turned upwards to the sky, wing-like fins ready to take flight. Like, before it was, like, scary. Now it's uncanny. Man, let me tell you, I'm really digging the fact that these things are just really getting on me. You can drive me nuts all you want. I'm already crazy enough. Ooh, those things are looking at me weird. Okay, so this place... So there's something there. Oh my good lord! What on God's green earth? Alright, so don't go there. That place is actively out to kill me. Good to know. The fog is absurdly thick here. It is monstrously thick. So I think I've caught abyssal, and then the shark that I caught, and I think this other thing I caught, those are volcanic, but... The last time that I slept, it's been a minute. I kind of just go out at night now, but that's turning into not possible. Or not plausible, I should say. It's turning into, like, not a great idea to do that. What is that? I'm gonna, like, needle my way into these places. So is this one of the things I've got to get? A stone shrine, an upright slab bears a carving, 2 heavily plated creatures. Oh, I actually gotta do, like, crabbing here. Oh, this is gonna get really interesting. We might not get a lot done here. There is whatever the hell that thing is. What is this? An ancient stone tablet bearing a strange glyph. Maybe the trader at Little Marrow knows something about this. I don't like that I'm finding runes and glyphs and I have to ignite hellfire. Like a little bit ago, those were not things I had to consider. They now seem to be treated as if they are perfectly normal and just something that happens. Which I would beg to disagree. I personally don't think that the nightmares that are here are something that should just be like, you know, oh, that happens. Sometimes that just happens, you know? That's refined metal, that's great, but I want to explore. I thought that was going to be like one of those ruined glyph things. I'm not quite sure what those piranha are doing, or what they're gonna do, but... They haven't hurt my boat yet. I've just kind of hung out around them, and it seems to go just fine for me. I don't know if there's gonna be... somehow that backfires on me, and I end up getting really screwed here by just ignoring these two things, but Really gotta learn to not just do that, where I just pop down because it's open. As I say that, I do it again. Boy, I'm smart. What on God's green earth? What was that? I hate it here. This place is terrible. I didn't even catch fish, I just got messed up. Screw that, I'm just gonna improve this thing. I want to at least get an upgrade out of this, so I guess the trolling that would be... Yeah, because I can't put anything there. I can put one here. Yeah, it's all wood now. Interesting. Things have gotten very, very interesting very, very quickly. I now have to go translate glyphs. And not only translate glyphs, but as well as translate the glyphs, we got to ask the lighthouse keeper what is going on with the old mayor. Now that we found the guy. I had that crab pot the whole time. I could have put that down. Well, anyway, I guess we're here. And then I can also grab a bunch of that stuff and sell it to the guy. It's clearly none of this. This is all meant to be sold. Starting to think that collector guy is not a good guy. I'm being given a lot of reasons to think this way. But mostly the fact that the crazy mayor doesn't seem to have just gone crazy for no particular reason. What can I do for you? Show him the stone tablet. The trader takes the stone tablet from you and inspects it closely, turning it over in his hands. Remarkable, yes. I do believe this is a fragment of a larger arrangement. He reaches up to a high shelf and brings down a similar-looking stone, albeit one covered with much more dust. Some years ago, I acquired this other piece. You found this near those ruins in Devil's Spine, didn't you? Yes. Ah, well, I suspect there'll be more out there. I'll hold on to this now and study it further while you search for other fragments. Oh, you've got another. Wonderful. Please let me see it. The trader takes the stone tablet from you and lays it on the table next to the others. Judging by the age of the stone and the shape of the glyph, these are parts of the same set. Keep it for now. What if you come up? So hopefully there's just one more to find in the meantime. Here's $500 worth of junk. Now for the lighthouse keeper. Zoom on over here. Need to talk to her about the old mayor. Lighthouse keeper. What is it? What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me? After all this time? You know it must be returned. She looks at you with deep pity. You have to move on, for her sake as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing once and for all. What? What happened to the last fisherman? The last fisherman? Oh. He's very unreliable. He'd go out at night and come back with no fish and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain, I mean really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef. Even in broad daylight, the shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long. He shan't be missed by us. Tungsten cord light. Well, I've got the money. Why not? How strange. So things are definitely... something's going on here. And it's kind of... Both the mayor... So those... The lighthouse keeper and the old mayor are both referring to... us as if we possess the book. But the collector possesses the book. Interesting. It's all very, very interesting. Slab rock juts out of the water, bearing crude symbols of curved fish. That's... cod? Right? Cod were the curved ones that you get at the beginning? It's funny because the old mayor describes it as you're a fool for going out at night, but the game as you progress seems to make you go out almost exclusively at night to get things done. And so far, the two, quote-unquote, I will say, sane people are referring to us as though we have the Crimson Book that the Collector does. Because they're the only two that have treated all of the weird, like the demon fish and everything being weird and Lovecraftian as being weird and Lovecraftian, as everyone else is just like, nah, I'm gonna ride along, let's ride or die this. So maybe one more. Although I say all of that while also getting ready to sacrifice fish to a dark god. That kind of stuff, it's in the line of work, I guess. It happens. think this should be the last cod I need? Yep. Okay. Or no, I need 2 more. So I do want to go find that last glyph we need and bring that to the trader for him to look at, because obviously there's something going on with that. There's a lot going on now. Everything has opened up rather quickly and has gotten a lot darker, a lot faster. Oh, I did only need 1. A wave washes over the fish, sweeping them away. When the water recedes, you notice something has lodged against the rock. Sinew spindle. A handline reel wrapped in the length of stretchy sinew. One of the ends is grafted to a crude bone hook. Well, it is interesting to know that I can sacrifice creatures to a dark god to get demon fishing equipment. It's not as good as the stuff that I can get regularly, but it is interesting. I do wonder if it increases the amount of aberrations you get. That would be interesting. Right, Doc. Let's finish these 2 bottom ones, and then hopefully I can get the last bit of lumber, and then we can start working on getting the new hole. Alright, well, out for another night. Hopefully back up to the Devil's Spine. Even though I have no idea what that massive fish was that attacked us. It's a bit out of my pay grade, but I am now very curious. Let's not give me insanity, please. So hopefully, yeah, because there's the Apocalypse Cult tower. What is that? What on earth is that? What on earth was that? Alright, duly noted. There's a pretty big fish out here. You can piss off. Alright, so I've dragged stuff out of there, so I figure over here will be the next... Let's not hit the rock. Will be the next... Where is... There's a letter. Okay, so the last 2 letters I've gotten have been effectively unalive notes. I'm assuming this one will be no different. Maybe. Yesterday was the reading of his mother's will. Most of the remaining estate went directly to him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed me her pocket watch. Curious. I'm not fond of the thing, but I know that taking it will mean a lot to him. Cannot help but feel it is just some veiled jab at me from beyond the grave. She was the type to do such a thing. Was I late on some occasion? I cannot recall. That's what we're getting here is a okay. So clearly we're collecting her belongings. Clearly we're collecting the what I assume we're collecting the wife's belongings. What we need the wife's belongings for, I don't know. Oh, they slow me down, that's what they do. That's annoying. So somewhere out here should be that last hieroglyph. Somewhere. That's a silver plate. But yeah, somewhere out here should be the last hieroglyph. No, you're real annoying. I just honk. Clearly not. So we're collecting that woman's belongings and giving them to the collector, who needs them for something that he won't tell us. What is this? Cave. The dim light of the... In the dim light of the cave, you can make out some paintings on both walls. Check the left wall. These paintings depict the birth of a civilization. A great beacon of light is shown repelling a tentacled figure emerging from the sea. In the dim light of the cave, you can... Okay. The right wall. These paintings depict the fall of a civilization. A volcanic eruption tears through a tall lighthouse. Monstrous shapes devour the people as buildings turn to ruin. The ancient lighthouse. You climb the many steps leading to the ancient lighthouse. At its base is a solid stone door. You can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into the face. Into the face of its door, the door. The door remains shut. So is that what the glyphs are gonna open? Is that something? No. Where are the glyphs? What is this place? What is that? Something's screeching. Uh-oh. Stone hums quietly, sending ripples. Okay, so that one's not activated. Now it is. So that's how you turn them on? Unknown symbols glow from within. A sudden chill runs through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arm, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. Blackness. A crimson rift opens in the void. Dreadful silhouettes drift through its procession of teeth and tentacles. After the last grotesque figure emerges, a membrane spreads over the fissure. A distant groan emanates from the space beyond. Okay. Jeez, this one is needlessly complicated. For that. I didn't see a dredging site over there, and the dredging sites we're looking for have, like a little, yellow glow coming off of them, like the quest things have. So I don't know where it would be. I'm gonna go absolutely insane. So I don't know exactly where... Oh my god. Well, drifting didn't stop that thing from hitting me. Oh, come on. Yeah, this place is hell. Did it have a yellow glow? I'll go look for it. I gotta get the ship fixed now, but I'll go look for it. No, I also want to sleep. I'm a little nuts right now. Everything's trying to build up to something. And it feels like there's two conflicting stories here right now. Because the old mayor and the lighthouse keeper, which I find to be two of the more reasonable characters, are continuously saying that this book that the collector has needs to be cast away, needs to be destroyed. What is over here? Is that a house, or is it... more ruined stuff. What is that? Hello? Okay. This is interesting. You approach a hooded figure. They are standing expectantly. Vermilion red robes blowing in the wind. Fisherman, serve. The voice from the hood cuts through the humid air. Deliver the vessel. The hooded figure produces an old paper scroll. They point at the shape of it. A cusk eel. I can go catch one of those, I guess. I don't like the amount of cultists I'm meeting. One was enough, but now we've got two. We've got two doomsday cultists. I also couldn't help but notice that there were other robes laying around that guy. Which begs the question, what happened to the other guys that were probably wearing those robes? I find it only suitable that I ask such question. Here's another one of those spots. Is your hand? No. I guess it doesn't care that I activated this. I guess I gotta wait till it's nighttime. So where was the, Oh, there it is. Oh, I need a bomb to get in there. That we can do. What in the world is that? That looks like a trap. An absurdly deep pit with a dredging spot right over it. That seems like a trap. I'm gonna go hunker in here for the night, buy a bomb, and then we'll go back and get that stuff. Oh boy. Firstly, I want to buy the bomb. I'll buy one of those as well, because I've got the money for it. I want to get that. I don't know how much speed that's going to give me, but I'm assuming a lot. Rest, and then we'll go out and we'll check and see what we can do. So that was all over there. Which, it's incredibly annoying. See, this has to be a trap, right? It seems like it would be. This sitting in the middle of this particular spot, a sextant. Alright. That's right, be gone, foul beasts. A pile of loose debris. Blow it up. Alrighty, now we dredge this up, and hopefully this is the final chunk. Oh my god. I'm dredging too fast. Yep, there it is, the final piece. So now we can bring this back to the trader and see what these are trying to tell me. Or I can lose the sextant immediately. Let's go. It's actually faster if I just use this. And now we'll go over to the trader and be like, hey, what are these ancient runes trying to tell us? Because I am willing to bet that this is going to say something contrary to what all the other guys are telling me. Show him the stone tablet. The trader takes the stone tablet as you place it alongside the others. He turns them over and arranges them together in a square. On the underside of the tablets, new glyphs begin to form, casting an eerie light onto the low ceiling. Yes, go on. He begins transcribing the glyphs onto an old scrap of parchment. Each stroke appears to demand excruciating concentration. After a few minutes, he puts down his pen and reads aloud. When the skies mistake the stars, and the air grows thick with night, the deep will open its scars. Protect us, O guiding light. I only know of one guiding light, but these tablets predict the lighthouse at Greater Marrow. But these tablets predate the lighthouse of Greater Marrow by centuries. The fragments are fused together now. Why don't you... It is! So that's the key for the old lighthouse. In the meantime... I do not. Actually, I do. I still don't know what that piece of paper does. So now, I bet you this is going to unlock the lighthouse, and we're going to get some answers. I hope. I truly do hope. Everything's on cooldown. I'm incredibly open to pretty much whatever demon wishes to make me its plaything. So we've got to get back up to the lighthouse. Yeah, I don't know... That map I found I can't sell, so clearly that is also something that I should probably look into. Man, there's a lot I gotta look into. It also seems to have been a great idea to invest so heavily into all these lights I've got. But we're gonna go up and try to unlock that lighthouse. And see... probably what everyone's been hiding from me. I would assume. So much for being a nobody sailor. Uh-oh. The stone trembles before you, unknown symbols glow from within. A sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arm, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. A leviathan raises its vast gray head, stretching up until it sits level with the bright flame cradled at the top of the ancient lighthouse. It watches the fire for a while, tilting its head and calling softly to it with a guttural song. Appearing satisfied, the beast slinks down into the water, gliding back to the depths. Alright, so... what creature will I... oh, that's looking at me. How you doing there, buddy? Alright, let's go back up here. You climb the many steps leading to the ancient lighthouse. At its base, a solid stone door. You can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into the face. The fused tablet clicks into place and the door rumbles before sliding aside. Step inside. You step through the doorway of the ancient lighthouse. The stairway to the top has collapsed. This is as far as you're going to get. Around you are a number of dusty objects. Some of them still look valuable. Flame of the sky. Impossibly bright for such a compact design. The delicately faceted crystal lens focuses the perpetual shimmering flame. Interesting. That sure is something. You take everything from the room. Oh, that's way brighter. They're all looking at me. Yeah, I'm not nuts anymore. You can't look at me. No, no looking at me. Well, how interesting. So I didn't get any answers to anything, but I found the perpetual flame. That is interesting. Assuming that I have to get crab pots and catch crab up here, I'm gonna quickly buy a couple of those. Assuming that I've just been carrying them around. Yeah, I know. Oh, I can also repair my ship. Did you run into rocks or something? We should... yeah, I know. We should definitely make repairs. Oh, you're not selling me another research part? I don't take too kindly to that. I could have sworn someone referenced a perpetual flame. Or I'm just going nuts. The game's getting to me. Hardy crab pots. Things have definitely gotten more interesting, to say the least. Oh, I need another bomb, because there's that fish over there that I can catch if I blow it up. So I'll go back and buy another one of those. But how interesting. How very, very interesting. Need another one of these. That, as I have... this place is definitely unique. I do want to catch this thing. Use the explosives. Get in here, catch this fish. Continue. Abyssal. Oh, this is that one weird fish. An ancient giant, battered by years gone by. Its slow eyes swivel and look at you mournfully. That doesn't make me feel very good. What does this do? Oh, really? Those really do nothing? Whoa, okay. Hey there, buddy. Oh, they kill those fish. Okay, well, I've been avoiding them, figuring they hurt me and not the fish. Good to know that they're actually there for my own save. They're gonna save me. Let's talk about those hard-to-find fish you wanted me to find. So you want an oarfish still. I found a koa. It's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. I sure will. What about the other fish? Tell me about oarfish. Given that the oarfish has a long and fragile body, I'll suspect they'll live in reasonably deep but calm water. Maybe the shelter of... Oh. So you really told me that they were there, and I just completely ignored it. That's a me thing. $200 for this bad boy. Got yourself a deal. So I guess I'm gonna have to go to Gale Cliffs again to catch that. But I want to figure out what all these weird ruins need me to give them for me to get the sacred flames that I'm supposedly, or that the Mr. Lunatic is supposedly owed. So what do you need? A stone shrine, an upward slab, 2 malformed fish writhing under the sun. Holds 2 shallow grooves. Well, I only know of one fish that does that, and it's back at the, it's on the other side of the map. Let's go back. So that's talking about the fish. That's talking about, if I press tab, Encyclopedia, aberrations. Now formed under the sun. I believe it's talking about... Look at all the crazy creatures I've caught. Not the Void Eye, or the Radiant Squid, or the Blood Snapper. Assumed Grouper, Entwined Mullet. Blistering Tarpon. Scales give way to bubbling flesh, a surface dweller singled out and cleansed by the sun. I'm assuming this is what it's talking about. No, I also gotta catch a cuskeel. Where did cuskeels go? It's volcanic. Cuskeel. Found at night. Well, I probably shouldn't have left in that case. Hey, buddy. What are you doing out of these hours of the night? Oh, I'm going insane. And you don't exist. I'm just nuts to begin with. So I'll go down to Gale Cliffs. And then I've got to go back up to Twisted Strand. So I guess this way, or is that not the way? It is not the way, but there is islands out this way that need exploring. I don't know if it's just any 2 malformed fish, because it said cleansed by the sun. So I'm assuming that that is in reference to specifically those fish, these aberrant fish, because it directly references that they were cleansed by the sun. That's why I think it's those fish. Campsite. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are attached, or scratched it into the sand. What do you want to do? Search the campsite. An extremely rough and worn sheet of fabric has collapsed around the base of some wooden supports. There's nothing remarkable about it. Inspect the symbols. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some are grouped together into what must be words. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol, but the last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. Inspect the symbols more closely. Sapphire ring. Take it for yourself. Whoever left the footprints was barefoot. The prints are large and wide, perhaps indicating that they left by a man, but you don't know much about footprints. So someone was here? Like, relatively recently? Where would they have gone? What over here? What's in this one? Because now that I'm actually looking into stuff, each island seems to have something going on. This guy is different. You approach the hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure all features except for a pair of withered and blackened hands. Fisherman, deep calls, respond. Their voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. The hooded figure hands out a scroll and a red snapper. I'm finding all sorts of weird, interesting individuals. That's a blood snapper. I guess I'll give him one of these snappers that I just caught for him. An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They rip through the throat of the fish and tear out its heart. It's in their mouth before you have time to process what you just saw. Another sacrifice. They point at another shape on the scroll. This one looks like a fang tooth. I don't think I should keep giving this guy anything, really. They seem nuts. He ate its heart, huh? Interesting. That sure is something. So over here's the last fish I gotta find. That's a water sprout. Now I can pretty much outrun. I'm assuming it's going to be in an area that I gotta bomb. So I'm just going to go preemptively buy one of those from the actual bomb maker that lives here. Whaling yards. I have indeed come for bombs. So, somewhere in here is that fish I gotta get. There's something back here. There's a treasure chest and a fish over here. A splendorous crested sea serpent, the length of its massive body and the light shimmering, catches the light shimmering with iridescence. A rotten chest sits atop a pile of rubble at the back of the cave. Look inside. A bag of gold and some free refined metal. Alrighty. Actually, I don't want to manifest, because that would take me away from this place, and I gotta go tell the traveling merchant that I have found all of the cool creatures there were to find. All of those super rare fish. You'll never believe it, lady. I found them all. Fish market. Sell all of it. Actually, I should research. Oh yeah, that's speed. That's fast. You. Got those rare fish you wanted me to find. I found an oarfish. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. That's all of them. Wow! I never thought I'd complete these records. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Is that it? I figured there'd be more of a reward for that, lady. A simple pat on the back? That's just what I am rewarded with? Well, no matter. I gotta go to the Stellar Basin, I believe. Where are Fangtooths? I think they're at Stellar Basin. Yeah. Cabin Encyclopedia. Abyssal. Fangtooth. Yes. Stellar Basin. So out yonder way. There's something way out there. And it's gone. Interesting. Oh, going nuts. So I guess we'll go out here, catch this Fangtooth for this crazy cult guy. Apparently that's what he wants. Ah, cool. That wasn't the normal insanity wind, that was something else. Something funky was going on over there. Alrighty. Be gone. Leave me be! Those are anglers. I believe I need to activate you. Generator, repulsion machine, yes, we are going to activate that. Now, I should be able to come out here and catch the thing. Actually, were they at night or day? That's actually very important. Night and day, we're good. Is that this? Nope. That's you! Nope. Alright, one of you is the thing I'm looking for. Somewhere. Alright, somewhere is the fish I'm looking for. In the abyssal deep. Where would these Fangtooth be? That looks like the thing I need. Yep, there we go. Cursed Fangtooth, a small and feeble-minded, easily conquered. A small and feeble mind, easily conquered, now brought screaming from the depths. Its lies powerless. I don't know, fish would lie. This is all news to me. It's a hammerhead shark. let's go give that weird dude his fang tooth. What is this? Oh, that's the void eye, or the bulb eyes, or whatever they're called. What is this? Oh, there's a ghost shark all the way out here. Interesting. I guess it's just abyssal, so it's not anything remarkably special. A sacrifice. They point at another shape. Yeah, thank you. Bring the small fish. They bring the small fish up to their mouth and bite at where its heart is. Their cracked lips part to reveal a row of sharpened teeth. Sense an opening. They unfurl the final scroll. This one, a blue crab. Where do I find blue crab? I'm assuming in the deep. I could use a little bit of a hint. A slight shimmer in the dark. Give me a rough idea of what I should be doing here. Yeah, when we went up to unlock the, that looks like a whole town over there. But I know there isn't a town over there. Oh wait, no, there is a town over there. I'm nuts. I'm actually losing it. This game's getting to me. I don't trust things that I see. Can't trust anything you see. It's all it's all... Oh, no! At first, I thought it was funny when I got infected, because it turned things into aberrations, but now it's just not cool, because now my fish are stinky and bad. Yeah. That's not cool. Storage. I might as well put the bomb away. Get all this stuff out to sell it. So when I go over there, I can get rid of it. And plop that there. Yeah, this has to have something going on. Large cross in one corner, another line. In another corner, a line has been drawn. Something's going on with that. Can I match it up to my map? So it could be like out here. What? Who knows? I need more of the map to know. Shipwright, repair me. Thanks. Sleep. Alright, so clearly I need more crab pots, actually. Those are becoming actually, like, very necessary. I need crab pots. Give me crab pots. The fisherman sells me crab pots. Right, and I take it I need to dump these out in the deep. Because obviously, plenty. Actually, I probably need to go set them up over in the place. Because that's where he is, and that's the fish he's requiring. Keep saying few, but it's not saying none. I wonder what would happen if I put a crab pot in the massive deep depths that is the this black hole in the ground over here. assume it wants the crab out of, like... It's here. Alright, so now we can go back up to the volcanic place and see if I've actually caught the crab I need for the volcanic place. Because that place also needs crab, and then we'll come back down here and check that. All of a sudden, crab got really important, and I was not ready for that. But something tells me we are getting close to the end. Other than the fact that we're on the last artifact, but, like, all of this crazy stuff going on. And the fact that everything is opened up and everything's getting... It's no longer hidden, but rather made out to be like you should avoid it. So I am very, very curious to see where this leads. Because things have really stepped up quite rapidly. There's a little bonus to my insanity. Oh yeah, there's another one. So I talked to the lighthouse keeper. She told me about the book and made it out to be as if I'm the collector. I want to see if the old mayor's got anything left to say. Like, he's gone actually nuts. What in the world? Okay, we can't just be letting ghost sharks attack me. That's just not fair. That wasn't in the pamphlet. Alright, Mayor. Small structure sits on the... Check the campfire. Campfire itself is unremarkable, but you wonder who would choose an island such as this to make camp. Nearby you spot a piece of paper flapping in the brush. A note is written on it. You put it in your pocket to read later. Examine the structure. An old stone structure is built around a statue. The statue has its arm raised towards the lighthouse at Devil's Spine. Whether it gestures in fear or praise, you cannot tell. What did the note say? Close now. Close now. Nobody knows. Does he know? Desecrated temple. Forgive me. The only way he might understand. Must help him. Must stop him. What desecrated temple? What desecrated temple? Huh. Well, obviously the old mayor's not in his usual spot. A desecrated... Is it up there? I mean, that's a temple up there. I don't know how you get to that one. If you can at all. Alright. Would you catch me? A squat lobster. I was about to call it a penis crab. We've got Reginald, and we've got the penis crab. So that's what this one wanted. The stone shrine and upright slab bears carvings. Yep. rock splits open with an almighty crack. It crumbles away, revealing its core. Fathomless flame, a cold, unnatural flame. Dark shapes swirl and flicker inside. Yeah, I did. Alrighty. Let's go give this to the Doomsday Cult. This won't have any bad repercussions ever. Statues. Which statue do you look at? To the left. Holds a crucible stone. It's empty. A cold flame roars in the statue's hands. Which statue do you want to look at? None. Fanatic. What is it? I'm looking for sunken relics. Are there any shipwrecks around here? Relics, you say? Perhaps one such as this. He pulls out an antique pocket watch from inside his robe. Droplets of sea spray crackle and seethe in the air around it. You are drawn to it too, I see. It found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged for creatures of power. It sapped at my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate its strange nourishment with time. As will you when the ritual is prepared. It will be yours to carry forth. Anything else? Are there others that share your beliefs? There are pretenders, failures that make a mockery of the deep. I tried correcting their ways, but I soon saw that they had lost the path. I left them in their ceaseless hunger. Oh, so those other guys were his own. I've lit some flames. Okay, so he doesn't care. It's awesome, bro. Glad to be working with a guy like you. A real upstanding gentleman. Honestly, this stuff is I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff. There's no point in holding on to it. Now that I've actually got such massive upgrades. Yeah, I just need one more and we can get that crazy engine. I need aberrant fish. I guess we just kind of try to find it. Or find aberrant fish, I guess. If I can. I don't know where all these aberrant fish would be. My best chance is pretty much just to catch everything. And hope one eventually turns out as an aberrant. What about a shark? What kind of aberrant sharks are there? Not very many, it turns out. Yeah, they're pretty particular, it appears, on what these, okay, I took what I can. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts! They're pretty particular on what they want in those rocks. I guess I can try just any old, like... I mean, I don't see anything wrong in just trying any old aberrant fish on the pillar, but I feel like it wants a specific one. But I guess there's nothing wrong in just trying it. The issue is I still have to catch 2 aberrants. Which, contrary to how common they appear all the time, well, as I speak of it, ossified seaborn, sea robin. Chittering mandibles scythe the air in front of the deep dweller, its small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Well, speak of the devil. Talk about them enough, I guess they show up. I keep hearing all those rocks fall, but I don't know, like, where they are. Let's see what's out here. Nothing good, probably. What is this? A mackerel. Well, I guess I can catch a lot of them, so... pretty good for trying to find an aberrant. Because it's not nighttime, and I don't exactly have them lighting up the fact that they're a demon or Lovecraftian fish. So I'm going to try, at least, to just catch a whole bunch. So where was that one? That stone that wanted the fish was out over by the lighthouse, if I'm correct. Over here. Somewhere. Ugh. Oh, I'm getting hated. Everything's hating me. I think it's time I take a nap and not get eaten by that massive fish. Actually, I don't want to take a nap because I need the I need it to be dark so that I can catch the there it is. Over here, this wanted the aberrant fish. See if just any fish will do for it. Done. Alright, now I just need to catch one more, and I believe that's that. You can leave me alone. You can piss right off. Yeah, something... This place has clearly got some dark magic going on. It's not every day you find a abandoned civilization that's filled with unspoken horrors of the deep. How can I fit one more fish? By getting rid of a fish, of course. Uh-oh. No way. I thought I just lost that aberrant. I was about to freak. That would have been like the single biggest setback I've ever experienced. It's great. It's really nice to see all of you guys again. You want to come hang out in this? Why am I here? I went the wrong way. It's over here I need to go. Man, I'm such a good driver. Alright, let's see. Does this work? Rock splits open with an almighty crack. What? Encrusted talisman. 300% fishing speed. That clearly isn't going to do something wrong or even possibly be cursed in any possible way with that kind of a buff. Nothing ever goes wrong with things that are just unbelievably great with no downsides. Right. Cold flame roars in the statue's hand. Alright, so now where do I go? There's this final flame I must collect. Firstly, I'm definitely going back to get my boat repaired, because it is now all sorts of messed up. That tornado's following me. And my boat's all sorts of messed up. Shipyard. Yeah, I know, there's a couple of holes. Fish market. Sell all that. Buy another crab pot, because I can. Put things in here, because can. And that's that. Let's collect my crab. And my... I don't have enough space for item. I can't fit 2 Reginalds, but I can fit a penis lobster. There we go. Grab those last 2. There. These crabs must be worth a lot, hopefully. They absolutely are. Noticing my money is now being spent on repairs instead of literally anything else. It's my new life, slaving for repair money. In this grim place. Alright, so that's a lot of crab pots. I should be able to get all the stuff I need. That one guy wanted eel. Which actually, if I go to sleep right now, I can pretty much skip most of today, immediately get to night, and then go and catch the eel and go bring it to him. While I head back to the other place to see what my crab pot's got. And it's nighttime. Things have really gotten a lot crazier, a lot faster. The game is picking up. The Lovecraftian element seems to be getting a lot heavier. Man, this is, not great. Anyway, I've got the eel that other guy wanted. The lunatic over here, so I'll give him his eel. Don't worry, homeboy, you chaos cultist. I'm here to give you your eel that you're probably gonna gouge the heart out of. If you're anything like your golden robe buddy. Now that I've actually started picking up. Now that I've actually started picking these up. The figure draws a ceremonial knife from their robe and slices into the fish, cutting out the heart. They place it on a stand in front of them. Bring down the sky. Another shape on a scroll. This one looks like a sailfish. I don't have a sailfish. You're asking weird things of me. I don't know how to feel about it. Son of a bitch, every time. Every damn time. Yes, you look troubled. Is the fog starting to get to you? Completely normal around here, nothing to worry about. A good night's rest, you'll be alright as rain by morning. See, that's what I mean. He's lying to me. I'm not just gonna be right as rain in the morning. Something is wrong with me. And I'm sick of pretending there's not. Let's go see if I was able to get blue crab. Stellar Basin is yonder way. And then hopefully if the seas permit, there'll be a sailfish or two out this way. And I can catch me a sailfish while I'm out here. Roaming the open the open sea. Not the seven seas, but the open sea. Game is much more peaceful in day, and there aren't creatures galore attempting to kill me. What a fairly large vessel. Only I had a vessel that large. Alright, what'd you catch there, crab pot? Spiny lobsters. I don't know whether to be happy or upset with this outcome. It's not what I wanted. I guess I'll just dump a bunch of them and see what I can get. I'm hoping blue crab. Either that or I've got it completely wrong and I'm in the totally wrong area to get crab. Is that a sailfish I see?
Oh.
Nope, it's a regular old shark. Regular old hammerhead. Need a sailfish. Where's a sailfish when someone needs it? Hello there, dolphins. I don't happen to know where a sailfish is. What if I just keep going out to here? What could go wrong? Alright. What are you? Viperfish. Interesting. What else is out here? What else is out this way? Any sailfish for a salty old mariner such as myself? Doesn't seem to be. I'm almost off the map. What is out here? I'm not finding any fish. But I'm also not being stopped. So... oh my good fucking god! Hello? Hello? Oh Christ. Alright, this may have been a mistake. Alright, maybe we don't go out there. Maybe out there's bad. Don't worry, I learned my lesson. I'm figuring it out. Maybe it's a bad idea. I'm getting it now. I was just looking for a sailfish. What's so wrong with looking for sailfish? Hello? What was that? I don't like when things make mysterious noises and then don't surface. I like to have context to the Lovecraftian horror speaking to me. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that I was going to have to deal with Lovecraftian, or a massive Leviathan. I guess that's why this fort was built, I would assume. For creatures such as that. And I just need a sailfish. And I cannot find one now that I actually need one. Now that I need a sailfish, they're nowhere to be found. which is just super unfortunate for me, because I really need a sailfish. Did these ones catch blue crab? Because I put them not as deep. They caught octopus. I didn't know that was even an option. I didn't realize we could catch octopus. Crown of thorns. It's a starfish. There's the blue crab. I gotta make sure I don't sell that. And bring that to the chaos cultist. Alright, let's see. Alright, this weird dude over here needs a... This chaos cultist said he likes blue crab. I'm gonna indulge his fantasies and give him blue crab. Some other dude was telling me he likes sailfish. Why is it red? Why am I seeing eyes all of a sudden? Why does this keep happening? It's getting more and more frequent now. What is this? Slab of rock cut out. There are 4 large, powerful fish. The 4 great fissures run through the rock's base. Hammerheads? Or is it just sharks in general? It looks like it's trying to get sharks. But I'm more interested to give this man his blue crab. Because I am very interested in where this whole ordeal is going. Sense an opening. And fear their final scroll. This one shows a blue crab. They crack, then bend the crab's legs apart and feast on the flesh inside. Lips still covered in crab flesh, they take a book from inside their robe and hand it to you. Answer given. We await summons. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep slumber. What book did he give me? Advanced Fishing. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder if this is one of the sharks it needs. The ghost sharks. I mean, I guess it's worth a try, but I don't think it will. Slab of rock, a ghost shark. Four powerful fish. I assume it is just talking about regular sharks and stuff. And not just particularly ghost sharks. Oh, there's a... Never mind, I'm not getting that. Son of a bitch! Alright, so there's one hammerhead. I don't know how many hammerheads this is gonna need. Or if it needs hammerheads and like all the other types of sharks, or what it wants. I'm assuming it's hammerheads and regular sharks and not actually the ghost shark, because that would just be... I don't know. Oh, and then 2 normal sharks can fit there. Actually, I think this did need a ghost shark. I might have been completely wrong. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna have to get sorted out. No, I don't need one of you yet. Or anymore. I have the one I need. Where, oh where, is a sail fin? There's a regular shark. Yeah. And then... you. And that should finish it out. But I also want to repair my light before I go back out there, because not having the... what appears to be one of the best lights in the game on my boat may be a sufficient enough hampering to make it not a great idea to be outside at night. At least with how crazy things are now in the game. Previously, like in this shallow area, I probably would have been fine. Now, I believe the opposite. I think I actually need some of the best equipment available to me to stand a stable enough chance of surviving. Let's go back and throw these sharks onto that forsaken rock. What's this? How have I not seen this before? Interesting. I am amazingly blind. Right, so it's over there. And I'm seeing eyes again. What in the world? Now I can put... How would I puzzle this? Huh. Might be a different shark, I just don't know of a different shark. Let's see. Aberration. I don't know what different shark it could be. That's my only... This one, maybe? It's in the Marrows. This might be it. It says it's at the Marrow. Interesting. Let's go back there and see if I can't find it then. Yeah, it's the shark. A black tip reef. What in the world? Why am I just getting attacked by random sea monsters? That's not very fair. This is a travesty. And there's one of those infections trying to get me. Don't worry, we don't need to go insane. It's almost day. Things are calming down. We're gonna go put this shark away. Yeah, I have dug too deep. I know too much. Now the actual, like, leviathans are here to kill me. Got a little too investigative. I really should. Alright. Slide the 4 sharks into the fissure and they slip down out of sight. Moments later, you spot something rising towards the surface of the water. A traitorous device crafted in the deep. It will raise its kindred to the light. Venencia crane. Huh. Interesting. Well, we've gotten a lot done. I mean, we only have one more flame to light before we get the pocket watch, and we complete whatever horrific ritual that guy wants us to complete. And if I can catch a sailfish, we have 2 of those weird cultist dudes satisfied with us. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but he is satisfied with us. Where's the wind pointing me? Fishmonger. Sell it and fix it. So where's the wind want me going? It's like that way. Too fast for my own good, drifting all over. So there's something there. There's stuff here. Really investigate all these all the little islands. There's clearly something's going on with them. Like this island out here, there's something. I'm willing to bet there's something. Just for the fact that I've been finding all these things that aren't marked, but are giving hints to what's going on. If I can not go insane trying to get out to this island, that'd be a massive up. Okay, where's that? You can stay away, buddy. This is my fishing turf. Okay, so here's another cultist. You approach the hooded figure. Deep violet robes mask their face completely. Fisherman, feed. The person appears to forget the rest of what they're about to say. Feed the mouth. The hooded figure reveals a scroll and gestures to a tarpon. Alright, so he wants fish out of, okay, so there's one for each. So I assume that guy's on that island. I assume this guy's for this island, so I assume there's one here for this place. So I don't know. I can go back up here and go and see what that needs. I think that would be it's not a bad idea. We'll sleep the night away and then we'll head back up there and see what I need for the last flame. See what needs to be found. So I can actually, what do we need for upgrading the boat? Now that I think about it, because we're pretty close to the next hull upgrade. The dry dock, one plank of wood. And then we're upgrading to the next hull. So that'll be a pretty big boost. Just the extra cargo space alone will be a massive help. Or haste. There we go. And there's a sailfish I need. Catch another. There. Now I can also complete that. Come up here, hit that guy, give him his thing, and then I can turn back in, go around the back of the devil's spine, and see what we need to do for the last fathomless flame. And hopefully, I hope this is the last thing I gotta get this guy. I hope. Or he's gonna send me out to get some other crazy fish that he wants to eat the heart of. Alright, buddy, I bring you your last fish. Another shape on the scroll. This is the sailfish. The ceremonial knife comes out again, and the large heart is extracted. It's placed in the stand beside the first. Raise the deed. The figure points to the shape on the last scroll. Frilled shark. That's also over here. You're not sending me out of my way too much, but it is out of my way. Alright, so back here, around the back, behind that temple, is where the, this last one's gonna be. What is out there for me? Don't make me. Or never mind. I guess we're going nuts. Being mentally unhinged never hurt anybody. Where is this? There it is. Sneak in here. Bring a bomb next time. I just gotta... Stone Shrine. So a ghost and that. 2 pale bottom dwellers hiding from their fate. It's an odd way of describing it. Alright. That's the big fish, isn't it? Where is it? No! No! Damn you! Well, now I ain't gonna be going so fast. We're in trouble now. The most powerful engine I have is now completely destroyed. This is not good. Gotta limp over here. Can I haste it? Get a little bit of speed? Oh yeah. Nice healthy dose of insanity. Yeah, I should probably rest. I'm a little crazy right now. I'm only a little nuts. I'm a healthy amount of crazy, lady. So now I need the Ray and the Ghost Shark. Which here is Ghost Shark. Get him. And just throw it there. And over here should be the Rays. There's that. The Ghost Shark and a Ray, and then I should probably go get a bomb for easy access in there. Purely for my convenience. But this should be the last cursed flame, and then we'll see what happens. Need a bomb. Thank you. Now to head on over to the final fathomless flame. What is that? Sidetracked. Oh, it's just Ghost Shark. Completed. What does that give me? Advanced fishing rods, reel in 15% more efficiently. That's pretty helpful. Now, what is this final? This final little... fathomless flame gonna give me? And bang. Oh, there we go. I lost the mother. That's real cool, man. Well, where's a pale skate when you need one? Let me through. I gotta go find me a pale skate again. That's right. Everyone out. I need a pale skate. Oh, man. Alrighty. Let's do this. Hello? And give me that healthy dose of insanity. Man. I assume that's gonna be important later on. That temple looking thing. Alright, so now I've got your 2 things you need. That and that. Rock splits open. I get a whole bunch of refined metal, the research part, and the fathomless flame. Alright. Let's get this doomsday cult party going. Anytime you pray into an eldritch god, that's a good time. Oh yeah, look at all the eyes. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I just gotta get to this dock. And then being nuts won't matter so much. Alright, the final statue. The middle. The statue holds a stone crucible that's empty. Not anymore, it's not. A cold flame roars in the statue's hands. The preparations are complete. The fanatic awaits. The fanatic. What is it? What's with the scroll you're holding? I found it at the end of my other life. It washed ashore as all great gifts do. It took some time for me to decipher the runes. It speaks of an incomprehensible door. And those wretched, twisted fish that swam through, their flesh is the closest thing to a key. Anything else? The flames are lit. Ah, I can feel it. The chill of the deep touches us now. It is time. Come. You're lucky I'm absolutely out of my mind insane right now. You follow him up the stairs, the steps of the temple. At the top is a black stone altar. Stacked high upon the altar are layers of dark, damp wood. He draws an antique pocket watch from his robe. It sways hypnotically in the breeze. It's almost yours. May it mark the start of your journey and the end. Still holding the pocket watch in one hand, he clambers atop the pyre and begins to chant. What you doing? He ignores you. The wind picks up, swirling sea spray around the altar. A cold blue flame rises from the sodden wood at his feet. Look away. You can't. The freezing blaze climbs his legs. His chanting continues, no pain detectable in his voice. He lifts his arms skyward. Seconds later, the inferno engulfs him. It rages for a moment, then abruptly dies away. A cold mist pools around the floor of the temple briefly, before the wind sweeps it into the sea. No trace of the fanatic remains. The pyre is cold and damp. Inspect the pyre. Her watch. The hands are stopped dead, frozen in the moment. You take the pocket watch. It's freezing cold. It vibrates in your palm. Clock hands spinning wildly below the cracked face. Stone columns? The stone columns on the temple are carved with ancient pictures and texts. Which carving do you look at? A swarm of small creatures. Ravenous children, alone they are nothing, together they swarm her. Beneath these words, somebody has added a crudely scratched note. Do not let them grip you. Burn them away. The stone columns with the large eyeless beast. The carving is a large fish with crossed out eyes. The unseeing mother. When the starving cannot eat, she approaches. Beneath these words, somebody has added crudely a scratched note. Blind, but can hear her children. Avoid at all costs. The bubbling vent. A carving shows a bubbling underwater vent. The breath of salvation. It burns those who mean harm. Only the pure remain. Beneath those words, someone has added crudely a crudely scratched note. Protection. Follow the magma. Find them. Interesting. Follow the magma. Well, there's the volcano. There's nothing abnormal about it, I think. Follow the... It's cool. What is in there? I get it, you're screaming at me, I understand. Interesting. No, 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 we're not doing this. You're not eating my boat again. Wonder if the, shark I need is back. This might be him. Yep. This is the shark I need. Alright, I'm gonna go give that to this guy, because working with cultists is still quite intriguing. Well, I would say things have gotten a lot more interesting. Things are developing rapidly. And everything I am being told and experiencing is completely contradictory to each and every other statement. Nothing lines up. Everything contradicts itself. Raise the deep. The figure points to the shape. Yep, you want this thing. They drag the shark's body around to find the right angle before plunging the knife in and pulling out the heart. They place it on a stand beside the others. Without looking at you, they take a book from inside their robe and throw it into the sand at your feet. The figure kneels before the fish hearts and becomes still. You leave before deciding they need any more hearts. What's this book? Nautical Engineering. Working with chaos cultists. It always pays off. Alright, let's see what's going on at Marrow. I want to get back there before things get more nutty. Actually, I can just do that. I want to go check on all this over here first. You're not real. Don't lie to me. Alrighty. I am back. Research. I've got one research part. Give me that engine. The engine stack. Rest. Let's get uninsanified. Dry dock. I do not have any wood for him. Or for the upgrade. But I think there is wood out there. Interesting. A crusted talisman. I do want to just see how this works. Because if that's actually, if this is going to do what I think it does, it's nuts. It's doing what I figured it might. Every time I hit that, it's just almost instant. Alright, so that's what I figured. We've got the watch. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks for stopping in. And I think this is where I'm going to call it. Hope you enjoyed.